answers for the odds and evens are here on this work. These first two pages, I put a little black dot beside all the answers. I know we didn't do all of the problems, but they're not in pink like they normally are, so you can see them here. I'm going to move on and start working on working out the problems from the Friday before spring breaks assignment, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about today's assignment. So you guys did the odds 2 through 8 even, and then 18 through 30 even, I think. So we're going to try to kind of knock those out pretty quick. Number 2 has a common denominator, so we add the numerators and keep the denominators. So that's going to be 38 over 2y, but we can simplify this coefficient and then constant up top. 2 will come out of both of those, so that would be 19 over y. Number 4 also has common denominator, so we know that it's going to be everything over t. It's a little bit tricky. This is t minus 1, and then this is minus t minus 1. So minus t minus 1. I have to make sure we distribute that subtraction to everything in there. So that's going to simplify t and t like terms. T minus t is 0. Negative 1 minus negative 1 is negative 2 over t. Alright, number 6. We're going to multiply these denominators to get a common denominator. So we're going to start with n minus 4 times n plus 4 on the bottom here, minus n minus 4 times n plus 4 on the bottom here. That's how we're getting our common denominator. We have to multiply this times n plus 4 on the bottom, so we're going to multiply the top by m plus 4. So when we do that, m times 1 is m. M times negative n is minus m squared. 4 times 1 is 4. And 4 times negative m is negative 4m. So we multiplied here and here. We're going to do the same thing with the other one, except here we multiplied by minus 4. So here we're going to multiply by minus 4. So first term, that's going to be, since we're subtracting, we need a grouping symbol here. So negative 2m times m is negative 2m squared. Negative 2m times negative 4 is plus 8m. 1 times n is m, and 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. So the trick is here, don't forget to distribute the subtraction to everything in here. So we're going to rewrite. Actually, we're going to go ahead and multiply this out and give ourselves a common denominator. It's a difference of squares there. It's one of the special products. I already know what that is. Now, we're going to simplify everything in here. This is going to be negative m squared. M minus 4m is minus 3m plus 4. And now it's going to be, we've taken care of that. Now it's minus negative 2m, which is plus 2m squared, minus positive 8m, which is minus 8m, minus m, and minus negative 4, which is positive 4. Okay, now we're going to go through and combine all our like terms. The m squares here is going to leave me with negative m squared, and 2m squared is going to leave me with m squared. Negative 3m, negative 8m, that's negative 11m minus m minus 12m. All the m's, the like terms, and then the constants, 4 and 4, plus 8. And then that's going to be, that's not the right answer there. It's going to be simplified numerator over our simplified denominator. Make sure I got the right answer. M squared minus 12 plus 8. Yes. All right. So now we're going to work on number 8. Number 8 also needs a like denominator. We're just going to multiply those denominators. So number 8, we're going to start with the denominator of 12x minus something over 12x. Here we've multiplied this by 4x, so we're going to multiply this top by 4x. So that's going to give me 16x squared. Here we had to multiply this by 3, so we're going to multiply this by 3. So that's going to give me 9. So this is going to be 16x squared minus 9 all over 12x. And that would be your final answer. This is a perfect, notice there's a difference of squares here, but you can't do anything with it. So we're going to leave it just like that. Okay. We did not do 10 through 16. We're going to start with number 18 now. I'm going to move it down. All right, number 18, simplify. We're going to do common denominators here. So we need to multiply these. So our common denominator for number 18 is going to be 2x times x plus 5, because we're going to multiply this times this entire expression. And that's going to be the first fraction plus, and the same denominator here. And now we've got to give ourselves an equivalent numerator. We multiplied this denominator by x, so we're going to multiply this numerator by x. So that's going to be x times x minus 3 plus, now we multiplied it x times 2 times x plus 5. And so that's what we're going to multiply our denominator by, times 2 times x plus 5. So that would be 2 times x plus 5 here. Now we're going to go through and simplify some things. So we're going to give ourselves a common denominator here. This would be our simplified denominator, 2x squared plus 10x. Here we're going to simplify. That's going to be x squared minus 3x plus 2x plus 10. Now we're going to simplify. That's going to give us a numerator. X squared stays the same, nothing to combine it. These are both x's. Negative 3 plus positive 2 would be minus x. And bring our constant along. And our denominator would be 2x squared plus 10x. Double check my answers are correct here. Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and go on to number 20. Number 20, we're just going to multiply our denominators. A times x to get into a denominator of ax plus something over ax. Multiply the denominator by x. So I'm going to multiply the numerator by x. So that's 3x. Multiply this denominator by 4 by a. So I'm going to multiply the numerator by a. So that's going to be 4a. So our expression, final expression would be 3x plus 4a all over ax. Alright, moving on to 22. The opposite of x divided by 2 plus 3. We just need to rewrite 3 with the denominator of 2. I know that this is 3 over 1. I could also write it as 6 over 2, because 6 divided by 2 is 3, so that's what I'm going to do. The opposite of x divided by 2 plus um, 6 over 2. I don't have to do anything to this one because I could rewrite the 3 with the denominator of 2 easily. So now my final answer, add the numerators, so that's negative x plus 6 all over 2, or you could say 6 minus x all over 2. Moving on to 24, just multiplying the denominators. So for 24, I'm going to wind up with the denominator here of mx times x minus 1, and that's plus mx times x minus 1. Now remember, I multiplied this numerator by m times x minus 1, so I'm going to multiply that numerator by the same thing. And I think I'm just going to rewrite it on here. So this is going to be m times x minus 1. Here we only had to multiply this bottom times x, so I'm multiplying the top times x, so that's 4x. I'm going to simplify, this is going to be m times m is m squared times x minus 1 all over, that's going to be plus 4x. I've got to simplify some more here. I'm going to go ahead and write this as mx squared minus mx. We just simplified here. And now I need to simplify my numerator a little bit more. So I'm just going to distribute. So I'm going to have mx squared minus m squared plus 4x all over mx squared minus mx. Let's see if we got that. mx, oh, this was m squared x. I did that wrong, but yeah. So here, let's fix that real quick. M squared times x is m squared x minus m squared plus 4x. Yep, and so that's your final answer for 24. And let's see what 26 is. 26, they're both x's, so for 26, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. I could just multiply them both by 3x and 4x, but they both have an x in it, so if I multiply this one by 3, I'll get 12x. This one by 4, I'll get 12x, so that's what I'm going to do for number 26. I'll have 12x minus something over 12x. I had to multiply this by 3, so I'm going to multiply this by 3. 21.5 times 3. 21.5 times 3 equals 64.5 here. And then this was multiplied by 4, so the other numerator is 5.5 times 4 is 22. And so we're just going to simplify this. Numerators, now that we have the same denominator, we just add or subtract our numerators. So that'll give us 42.5 over 12x. And I think the last one we did yesterday was 28. And 28, so that's 1 over x divided by, I'm going to go ahead and turn that complex fraction into a division problem, divided by x minus 1 over 2 minus 1 over x. There are a couple ways to do this one. I'm going to start by doing the keep, change, flip. So keep, change to multiplication, and flip 2 minus 1 over x over x minus 1. think we're going to start out with top times top, 2 minus 1 over x, all over bottom times bottom, x squared minus x. Now I've got to want to get this so I can combine it. 2 minus 1 over x, I need that. I need to be able to combine that. So 2, let's start here. Alright, so I'm going to come down here. If this is, I could rewrite this as 1, so I could multiply both sides by top and bottom rather by x, so I'd have 2x over x minus 1 over x. So this numerator here would be 2x minus 1 all over x. Alright, so I'm going to replace, it's getting a little bit funky here. Alright, so this numerator here, I just rewrote here. So this is the numerator here. So now it's 2x minus 1 all over x squared minus x. So here we're going to, is that what we're going to leave it as? Is that the same problem here? Oh, my answer key does not have this same problem, but I think that is going to be our final answer. Yeah, I think that is our final answer for 28. I don't have an answer key for that one, but I think that that is right. Okay, we're going to look through just some of the odd ones and see if there's anything that looks different. Do I have the right key? I think so. Let me get a copy of your worksheet and make sure. Okay. So for the odd ones, it's really not anything different. I think the hardest one you're going to do would be number 28. We just did that one. So remember, 31. Your brother ran to school at a rate of 6 miles per hour. He walked back home at a rate of 4 miles per hour. How far is it to school if the round trip takes 1 hour? Number 41. All right, number 41. I don't think we're. I mean, sorry, 31. I don't think we're gonna do that one. I think we might do number 30. So I think I might add number 30 back in on your for today's assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and fix your homework. You're not going to do 11 through 15, but you will do number 30. So your assignment is 1 through 9, and then 17 through 29. Actually, we'll just do 17 through 29, and that would be only the odd ones. Okay. And for number 29, your friend Bob. Remember that number 29 is a sum. So I'm giving you the hint. It's a sum. That means for number 29, your friend bought n plus 8 outfits and her sister bought n plus 2 over n plus 3 outfits. Write an expression for the number of outfits they bought. If I bought 2 outfits and you bought 3 outfits, we wanted to know how many in total we bought, we would add 2 plus 3 and get 5. But we have to now add these algebraic expressions, and you're going to have to get like terms for that. So for number 29, don't forget to get like denominators, but you are going to be adding those. Everything else is basically the same as what you did for the odds. So email me if you have questions, and I will see you on Wednesday.